All right, guys, what's going on, man? Up in the lab today, we got my man Breion's Vector. We're going to be doing a transformation on this thing, going from a stock Vector. As you can see, it's just a roller right now. He's already pulled the engine out. We got a new power plant for it. We have a new chassis going on here. We got a new pipe, DRP pipe. He's going with tail RC for the engine choice. We have all new front diff housing that's going in. What else we got? We got an upper chassis plate going on here. We got a lot going on with this Vector. He wants to start racing this, so he's got to make a couple changes on it. We even got a new vertigo transmission going in here. The Vector itself is a real sturdy platform. The gears, the drivetrain is a beast in this thing. The front diff, the slipper clutch, and the rear transmission, it's all rock solid. The Kraken, they perfected that. So we're gonna get this top off, and we're gonna see what a stock Vector looks like. A couple guys have not seen this before, so we're gonna start with that. All right, so the way to take this body off, if you haven't done the quick release modification on this, please do so. It makes life a whole lot easier. There's a screw up underneath here that goes to the chassis that you got to take loose on both sides. All right, you have a pin here that you got to pull out for the front. This flips up. Pull it out now. This flips up. And this front loose, and in the back you have two screws here that you got to take out. Real simple, but it takes a while if you need to get that back into this thing while you're out there in the field. So they make I think Vertigo makes a quick release for the Kraken Vekta. Please get that. It makes your life a whole lot easier. All right, so here it is. This is the Vekta chassis. Nice thick chassis. The only thing I don't like about this is the radio box. It's really small. So if you can catch up with RAC to get the alloy radio box, I got one in my Vector here. This radio box, real big. You can get everything inside there with no problems. But here it is. This is a 54 millimeter clutch bell. This is the stock transmission here. Front end, all the plastics on here. Nothing's been upgraded yet. Actually, hold on, looks like it does have upgraded hubs on here. All right. Gas tank is in here, just sitting here for now. Looks like he started to take it loose. We got the upper and lower trailing arms on here. And then we have the Kraken Vekta rear end, the classic rear end. And he has the metal version 1 rear end cover. So that's a good thing. Another weak spot for the Kraken is this telescopic drive shaft. This thing is known to come loose right here. This is known to come out and come loose. And then this drive shaft will smack this gas tank, put a hole right in it. So I'm gonna mention to him, see if he wants to upgrade that also while we got this thing loose. Other than that, you know, the Kraken is bulletproof. A lot of people don't like it. They say it's heavy, big. You put the right power plant in here though, it's gonna move. So let me show you what we got going in here, or going on here and in here. All right, so we got a tail RC 71 Supreme right here. He got this got it used, really good condition. Let's hope. It looks like it's in good condition. So you know, we'll be putting this as the power plant. That'll be going in there. We got a DRP pipe that'll also be going on this tail RC engine. We have the front bulkhead here with the bigger bearings and all. That'll be going up here on the front end for the front diff. Like I said, the front diff is bulletproof, so you replace the housing so it doesn't warp and doesn't mess up. You know, if the housing warps when it runs, it'll mess up the alignment of the bearings, and that's what usually fails on these. But if you got an alloy housing, usually you ain't gotta worry about that. We got the Vertigo top plate, which will replace that there. All right, let's see if we can get the number for you. Bell crank top plate for the Vekta. So that'll be going on there. We got the RC Max / Taylor RC shock tower. That'll be replacing that. We got the beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Look at the milling on that. Taylor RC chassis. So that will be replacing that whole chassis there. That thing, man, that looks pretty. Then we have the, I believe this is the transmission here. So we got the vertical transmission. This is the back plate. Clutch carrier, rear clutch carrier plate. All right, that's what goes here, back here on the back end. Got the screws. And for the step gear, it's all Vertigo. What we got? We got the Vertigo. Looks like this is the 62. No, this is the 54. We got the Vertigo 54 millimeter bell, which, unless he has a 54 millimeter clutch on that Taylor RC, we won't be using this. We'll have to go with a black bone version from Taylor RC if it's 62 millimeter clutch on it. I didn't even look at it yet. We have, this should be the step gear here. Yep. This actually fits right up in, see down in there, down the bottom of the transmission, underneath the pinion gear. That's step gear for that. And then we have the actual front half of the transmission. Vertigo makes some beautiful pieces. Well, Vertigo and Taylor RC make some beautiful billet pieces. This is the front half. So this will sit in here like such. Here are your bolts here. 3 bolts that mount to the engine. Your clutch bell will slide through there. That step gear will go through here. And then your slipper clutch you reuse will come through here. So this will sit on the top half like this. And then you can either reuse the brake mount, which looks like that's what he's gonna be doing, reusing the brake mount, or Vertigo makes the top piece also. I'll ask him if he wants to get a replacement of that. All right, so we got some nice parts to go on this thing. So the first thing we gotta do is strip all this down. The Vekta is pretty modular. Basically a few screws or bolts, whatever, in the front. This whole front half will come off, then we can work on the front half, and a few bolts on the rear, basically holding these, I guess these are called trailing arms. No, not trailing arms. Rear braces, rear chassis braces or so. A few bolts to disconnect that. Lower trailing arm and upper trailing arms here. And this whole second half will come off. And then we can start working on stripping everything down off the chassis, getting that new chassis in place, setting everything back on. Those 6 bolts that hold the transmission in, we'll pull that out. You know, like I said, we'll get the chassis in place, and then we'll get the new Vertigo transmission in. Just get everything back together piece by piece. But y'all need to sit through here. I'm gonna get these wheels off, get ready to start, get all my tools together, start getting ready to strip this thing down, and then I'll catch you on the next video, and then we'll start pulling off piece by piece and rocking and rolling with this jump. So, holla at you.